When is the time and place that tennis players are most often off balance and where you could really exploit it? But before we get into it, this video is courtesy of Slow Mo Tennis. Check out their channel for some awesome tennis content, and I'll post a link to their channel in the description area. Also, this video is sponsored by ADV. Check out their ADV Tennis Bag Pro version 3. Use my link to get a 10% discount. Link is in the description area, and also check out my sponsored review on the ADV tennis bag. Well, here's Rublev here and Carlos Alcaraz, and let's check out this point real quick. So when Rublev serves here, Alcaraz gets a great return up the gut, and Rublev just swings super hard here, super impatient on this particular swing, just dumps this to the net. But here's where most players are often off balance, and is when you actually hit the serve, right after you hit the serve, right? Because when you hit the serve, notice that, this is pretty much on every good server. They are landing on one leg. Their one leg and their right leg is kicked up. This is an off-balance position, and to get rebalance, you really need to split step very quickly right after this. And it does look like Rublev does split step very well after this, but he's still kind of off balance here. And this is a vulnerable position, vulnerable spot for any tennis player right after they serve. And it is tough to exploit it on a first serve, right? Assuming their first serve is very tough, very quick, very powerful. But on a second serve, it's a little bit easier, right? So this serve just kind of landed in the middle of the box here. Not too much pace. I believe this was a second serve. And this is where Carlos Alcaraz can really take the ball early, right? So let's check out his return a little bit, how he does it. So he's backed up here, right? He's backed up here. And then he steps up and does a split step, right? And then he'll take the ball a bit early to get a good return in, and again, right up the gut. And a lot of professionals, right? They have problems with balls coming right at them right after they serve. Right after they serve, it's very hard. So at any level, this type of return is very hard against a server, because it is hard to regain your balance after your serve. And yeah, it may be tough to regain your balance after a forehand, after a backhand. But I think it's a little bit easier. It's a little bit easier after ground strokes, volleys, right? On a serve, it's such a different stroke, right? It's such a different stroke. You're reaching up, and you're landing on one foot there with your right leg kicked up. That's a very vulnerable position there, right? And it's very tough to just get back into that split step. So if you could learn to exploit this, you're going to win a lot of points. If you enjoyed this video, check out my website, coachadrian.net, where you can hire me as your tennis coach. As always, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.